Welcome back to our city, and for the second half of this evening's show, I'm pleased to be joined by Miss Natasha Davis, the founder and CEO of Someone's Daughter Incorporated, and Mr. Antoine Nelson. Natasha, Antoine, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
me.
So tell us a little about yourself first, Natasha. You Elizabeth resident? Or you?
Elizabeth resident, born and raised.
You are?
Yeah, I am a registered nurse. I work for a mental health and substance abuse facility. I've been nursing now for 11 years.
Good. Where'd you go to school for nursing?
Jersey City University.
Did you? Good.
Yeah.
Antoine?
I'm also born and raised in Elizabeth. I am a graduate of Rutgers University in Camden, and I'm currently a vocational specialist at a reentry facility in Newark.
Good. Thank you for your commitment to that work. So Natasha, tell us something about Someone's Daughter Incorporated. What exactly is it, and what's the significance of the name?
Well, Someone's Daughter is a female mentoring program in Elizabeth. We mentor young ladies between the ages of 10 and 21. We started the organization just because we knew that it was a need for young ladies to have an outlet and a safe space to just come together and be a girl, and also give them exposure to different professional women who can show them the ropes, show them the way, and also just provide their expertise. The significance in the name is every young girl is someone's daughter. And when you think about a young girl, you think about just protecting her and keeping her safe. And that is the whole thing that we aspire to do for the young ladies in our program.
Name's catchy.
Yeah.
So, Someone's Daughter, when you say young ladies and girls, how old?
10 to 21.
10 to 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Antoine, what's your role with Someone's Daughter?
Well, I am the executive director of the brother program called Sons of Someone. We have young boys ages 7 to about 18 that we mentor.
And how many in your program?
Right now we have about 25 to 30 boys.
And how many in your program?
100.
100.
Yeah.
Wow. So why did you launch it? What was your reason? I mean, you're obviously successful as a nurse, and
Yeah.
launching a program like this is a lot of effort. So why?
It is. It's a lot, and it's also a lot of work. But for myself, I'm the only child, and I didn't have a lot of resources as a young girl. I didn't even understand the importance of networking and building relationships until I got out of college. So I wanted to provide that for young girls. You know, right now we service a lot of first generation young ladies. Some of them are in single parent homes. They don't have, their parents may not have graduated from high school or even graduated from college. And I come from that, so I wanted to make sure that these young ladies had an outlet and just be able to have someone who can guide them and say, here's the ropes, here's how you do it, and just show them different opportunities.
Antoine, your organization with the boys, did it start at the same time as Natasha, or did you get the idea? How did this happen?
It started, Natasha came to me and a group of other guys the second year into Someone's Daughter, and she wanted to start a program for boys for the same reasons. I'm from Elizabeth. A lot of the young boys in Elizabeth think that it's only sports, the only activities that they have. So we wanted to provide something different. Some of these young boys come from the same thing, single parent homes, and they just needed some guidance and some role models, some positive figures around them.
So Someone's Daughter is catchy, and so is the name of your organization. How did you come up with the name of your organization?
That's Natasha.
Oh, Natasha, you're the creative one here?
Right. So pretty much it's a brother program, and it's just a flop of Someone's Daughter. It's Someone's Daughter and Sons of Someone. So we wanted it to be identified as being a brother program, and that's how we came up with the name.
Okay. So what makes it different than other mentoring programs? Because there's a lot of mentoring programs. You got Boys and Girls Clubs, you got a lot of others. What makes yours different or special?
Well, one component we have that I think is significantly different from other programs is we offer a counseling component. We have an entire staff of therapists and psychiatrists who come together and also counsel the young girls. Because in addition to the girls going through just regular everyday issues with school or bullying or boys, we've noticed that a lot of girls also are, may be suffering from depression, or these days, for some reason, cutting has become popular. And we wanted to provide them with those services as well. So that's what we feel is different from a lot of other programs, because in addition to us providing the mentoring, we're also providing the counseling component.
So the issues for the boys are somewhat different, but could be similar. I mean, some boys could deal with bullying, and some boys can deal with depression and thing. What do you find mostly in the boys' end of it, Antoine?
With the boys, I have like a relationship with. First and foremost, I have a relationship with the parents. Even when we break for the summer, I still keep in contact with the boys. I keep in contact with the parents. I speak with them about what's going on at home and what's going on in school. So I'm always connected to them, whether they're in the program or outside the program.
And where do you meet, Antoine?
We meet at the, the boys meet at the First Street Center, is 161 First Street in Elizabeth. We meet every Friday, 6:30 to 8:30.
And the girls, where do they meet?
Same time, same place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But they're separate?
They're separate.
They're separate.
Yeah, and we chose Friday because on a Friday night, the kids could be anywhere. They can be anywhere doing anything, but we wanted to come together on a Friday night and just provide that safe haven, that safe space. And, just come together and have fun as children. A lot of times the kids lose their childhood also, and we want to make sure that they're focusing on just today, and we'll help them with what's to
I guess
come
if
for
you're a
the
boy and you're not really good at sports, you kind of get left out at a young age.
future. Right.
And that's
Absolutely.
a challenge. And if you're a girl and somebody says you're not pretty, that could challenge you to be successful.
Absolutely.
So, do both of you instill some type of sense of pride and sense of self-importance in
Absolutely.
the kids?
The core goals for the organization is, pride and self-esteem. A lot of young ladies, of course, and even boys, we've found out that they suffer from self-esteem, and that's the core thing: academics, leadership, and self-esteem. Those are the core
do
goals.
you need criteria to get accepted into the program?
You have to be within the age. You have to be of. You can't be like a student who is. We just can't. You're getting in trouble in school and you're just uncontrollable. So those are some things that we try. We don't not accept you, but if we know that you're not going to be able to really participate in the program, then those are some issues that we.
If you're looking to just cause trouble, right, Antoine? You're
Yeah.
not. Yeah. You don't have the time or the patience for that. If you want to come in and make sure these kids have an opportunity, and they want the
And we don't want
opportunity.
them to be
Right.
a distraction for the other kids.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So, does the organization offer any other signature programs?
We do. We have a STEM program. We actually just had a huge STEAM conference at Kean University. We hosted that on June 4th. And we actually flew in Miss Karen Civil to come out and be our keynote speaker for that conference. We also
I met with her.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. That's the reason why we really wanted her to come out and be our speaker. She's from Elizabeth, and to come back and just share her story with the young girls was phenomenal. We also have a leadership academy for girls, and we also we've just now started a fashion component, which is called Fab Coalition. We are with that. It's fashion against bullying, and
Music program.
and yes, and we've also partnered with the Music Institute for Children in Elizabeth, and offered a music engineering program.
The Institute for the Music of Children is a great program.
Yes, it is.
They do a good job. I walked in their 5K.
It was the
couple of
same
weeks
day
ago.
as our conference.
The same day as
Yeah.
your conference? Okay. And so, Anton, tell me some of the challenges you might face with young boys.
Well, a lot of the boys are, like I said, some of them come from single parent homes, and some of them have discipline issues. Some of them are, they just don't like to, boys will be boys. So they like to, when you open up and build a relationship with them, then they open up and build a relationship with you. So we had it was a struggle in the beginning, but as the time went by and they opened up, everything pretty much was okay.
Good. And upcoming events, Natasha?
Yes, we have our signature retreat, excuse me, that we do each year. And with that, we take the kids away. We try and get them out of state. This year we're going to the Poconos. And the purpose is to select a weekend where we can get them out of their current neighborhoods and their environments, and just have them let go and reflect on the year, let go and build trust and build bonds, and just build new relationships. So we're gearing up to go on the retreat on Friday, June 24th.
Is that just the girls?
No, the boys
Boys.
also. Yeah, and we're going to be leaving from Elizabeth at the Miller Logan Center, and taking them to Camelback Resort in
So how
Pennsylvania.
do you fund this? How do you raise?
We fundraise. Right now we have a campaign going on that Sponsor a Child. And it's an online campaign where individuals can come together and sponsor a kid, or we fundraise throughout the year and we seek sponsorship as well.
So how can parents or folks get their children involved? How do you become members? How do they know you exist? Is it social media? Tell us.
Yeah, we have a website. It's www.someonesdaughter.org, and then we also have a link for Sons of Someone on that page as well. We also are on social media, which is we're on Facebook as Someone's Daughter Inc. and Sons of Someone Inc. And we're also on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, we're all over social networks and word of mouth.
Tell me about a success story without using anybody's name. Tell me about something that resonates with you about either one of these young girls or young boys, or without using any names.
We have a young lady who started with our program from day one. And at the time when she started, she was really shy and in her shell. And she was actually, her parents were going through a divorce, and there was a lot of domestic violence in that divorce. And when she first came in, we couldn't really get her to engage. Again, she was just really reserved. And throughout the years, she continued to grow and excel. And now when she speaks about the program, she's very assertive now. She speaks highly about what the program has been able to do for her. And last year she graduated from high school and went on to college, and she's now come back as a peer mentor for the young ladies, and she always just
Good ambassador for the program.
right.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how she comes back and shares her story, and you hear what you do for these young girls, and you don't even realize just how much of an impact you make in their lives. So that story it touches me each time.
Anything kick you for the boys?
Yeah, well, this is our second year. Someone's Daughter's in their fourth year. We're in our second year. We have some of our high school kids that have come back, and even though some of them are involved in sports, they try to make time to come back and help out with the younger boys. So that's always a good thing.
I think both of you hit a really good chord there where you said you've worked with them and they've come back to help out. That's terrific. So Natasha and Antoine, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show this evening.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
And I
us.
wish you lots of luck with the program. I think it's absolutely terrific. I'm glad we can help out with some space down there
Yes.
in the building. So I think it's terrific. So good luck.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'd like to visit the program sometime.
Please, please
Okay. I want to thank all of you for watching, and for Miss Natasha Davis, Mr. Antoine Nelson, as well as Miss Marcela Nunez, and Miss Aurora Ruiz on the first part of the show. I'm Chris Bolwage, and we'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.
Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kane University.